Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we worked on setting up the schema for our image banner with the sidebar section. I hope you found that informative and are excited to move forward with the design today. So let's create a div with an ID of image banner with sidebar, and we have added the section.id here. So let's create a div again with the class of relative. Now from our image banner, let's copy this code or this code snippet. So because our IDs, desktop banner, mobile banner, desktop banner size are same as image banner, so we can reuse this code. So let's rearrange this and hit save. Now also copy the style section and paste that here. Okay, so for now, just comment this. Let's save this and let's go to our backend and add image banner with sidebar and select desktop banner and mobile banner. Okay, so you can select the banner height, let's say 80 VH, and hit save. So let's refresh on the front end and see if everything is working on. You can see our banner is there. Now let's work on the sidebar. Okay, let's go to our code editor, and here within this relative class div, let's add a div. Let's add some Tailwind CSS classes. Let's position this absolute and top 0, and let's add right 0. Okay, let me fix this. And let's give this a W of full and H of full, add flex and justify start. So this justify start will be our schema settings, which we have defined here. Okay, so we will do that later once everything is done. So let's sidebar here. Let's create a div. Let's add some classes. Let's add a width of, let's say, 450 pixels and give this height full and add a flex, justify center and items center, and we are going to give this a sidebar a background color. So let's give this an ID sidebar and section.id. Okay, let's create a div here. Let's add class of text center and let's give some padding. Okay, now here we are going to access our blocks. So let's do that. So let's create a loop for block in, let's say, section dot blocks. Okay, so here we are going to create a select statement. Let's say case. Let's add this. So let's case means a block type. So what this block type is, and if you go at the bottom in this block sections, you can see we have created this type. Okay, type heading, type text, and type button. So this is our block type. Okay, so our first block would be case when heading. Okay, so when this is the block type is heading, what we are going to do? So here we are going to add h2 tag. Let's add some classes here, and I'm gonna add py2, and here we are going to use block dot settings dot id title. Okay, now let's remove this else part. Let's add one more when, and when our block type is text, then we are going to use div, and div with the class. So let's add max w 2l, let's say 2xl. Let's add a p tag here, and let's add a class for py, which would be 2. So let's remove this class and see what exactly happens. We can add later if we need this. So let's add our block settings here. So block.settings.subtitle, I think. Okay, and our last case is, so when we have button. Okay, so when we have buttons, and we are going to check if our block.settings.button label is not equal to blank. Okay, if the value is set, only then we are going to generate this HTML. Let's add some class. Let's add some classes, which would be, let's say, mt6 and flex, justify, let's say, center, and here we are going to add our a tag. Okay, so the link would be block.settings.button link, and the label would be this block.settings. This one. Okay, so let's copy the classes, button classes from image banner, and copy that here. Okay, so you can see our section.setting button style schema is same as here. You can see primary button, we have button style here. Now let's go to our subtitle size, p tag, and add that class here, section.settings.subtitle size. So let's save and check on the front end. First of all, let's check if there is an error. So everything is good here. So let's refresh the front end, and you can see we don't have a sidebar. Okay, first of all, let's give this sidebar a background color. Okay, let's target this, and let's say and add background color here. So background color, and the background color would be section.settings dot. Okay, let's go at the schema settings. Okay, this is our ID, and let's go here and let's save this and check on the front end. Okay, now we have our sidebar. Okay, but we don't have content here. Let's go to the back end and add block here. You can see we have blocks here. Click here. You can see what kind of block we are going to add here. First of all, heading, and we have like heading here, and then let's add one more block. Let's say text. So we have text here, and then we can add button. Okay, so we don't have button here. We are going to check what is actually the issue. Okay, let's uncomment this. Okay, let's remove this comment from here. Okay, let's target this ID here and put h2, and here also put a p tag, and here too. Okay, let's save this, copy this and paste that here. Okay, let's save this. Let's go to our button. Why? Okay, the issue is instead of this text we need to add block type, which is a button. Copy this and let's paste that here. I think this will resolve the issue. Let's save it and check on the front end. Okay, so we have everything here. Now let's add end class here, justify end. So this will generate the CSS for this sidebar to be on the right side. Refresh the page. You can see we have everything's up to date. Okay, so let's make it dynamic. Let's go to the schema settings and copy the ID here, and we have justify, and at the instead of end let's add section.settings dot sidebar alignment. Let's save it and let's go to the front end and refresh. You can see we have here on the left side. Now let's go to the back end, refresh this. Okay, from here we can select actually we need to change the label for this. Okay, for now we can check. Let's select right. You can see our sidebar is on the right side. So this is done and I'm pretty much happy the way it is working. Let's change the font size. Let's see if it is working. Okay, it is not working. So let's save it and check here. So we have h2 and we are targeting our image banner with sidebar, and we are targeting the we are missing the hash symbol here and here also and here also. Okay, let's save that and check now. Okay, so everything is working fine, and let's check the responsiveness of this. Let's open our inspector and let's go to the mobile view. Okay, now what I want is it should be at the bottom of the image. Okay, so let's do that. So we have absolute for the desktop. Let's say MD here. Let's first generate the CSS for this. Let's say MD left, justify left. Let's save it, and then add right. Let's save this, and now our CSS is generated by this Laravel mix, and now we can use this. I'm gonna Control Z. Okay, let's save this. Just remove this justify center and MD flex here. Okay, so I think this will surely resolve the issue. And yes, everything is good for the mobile devices and for the desktop also. Okay, great. So you can select this one. So let's change the color to black, background color, and text would be white. Let's save this and refresh on the front end. So everything is working fine. Okay, so what we selected here, the right side, it should be on the right side. I think everything is good. Just refresh 1 or 2 times. Okay, so now you can see everything is working fine. So you can see we have a slight issue here. You can see the width is fixed here. To resolve this, let's go to our code editor, and here where we have added the fixed width, let's add MD here, and for the small devices width would be full. Okay, let's save it. And now let's check and refresh it. Okay, so I think everything is good now. And this is it for this video. Don't forget to like this video if you found this helpful, and subscribe to my channel for more Shopify development tutorials. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future update. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.